What's up, guys? This is Fake Thriller. I'm sitting here with Snoo603, and today is day number, well, it's a bonus day because I'm not the greatest at math or simple addition or subtraction, and turns out there would have been 22 days left in the month of November if we made our first video on the 9th when the game came out. So today's kind of like a bonus video, and we figured we'd bring back what we sort of started with, which we call dual commentary, dual gameplay, where it shows my view and his view, and Snoop's view of the same game. So you can see the class loadouts. It's nothing fancy. I haven't decided if I want to go full Photoshop when we do these kinds of videos, but you can basically see what sort of kit we're using, and you know, maybe you guys can watch the video twice and watch both of our points of view. But that's my intro.
So, yeah, you know, checking out in the comments on our videos, I'm always asking, you know, what do you guys think? And occasionally I throw out, what are you guys looking for? What do you want to see? Give us some ideas for a new video. And for the life of me, I can never remember who says things. I need to write things down, and that is a promise to myself and to the subscribers. Okay. When I see a good idea, from now on I'll write down who recommended it, so that I can give them props in their videos. But someone recommended that they would like to see a video that, you know, shows a game where we are directly responsible for the win, and that is this game to the T. The end score, I had 32 kills and far too many deaths, and Fake Thriller had 28 kills and I believe only 5 deaths. I think I actually died 12 times. So that gives us a grand total of 60 out of 75 kills for this game.
Yeah, everyone on our team goes negative, except for us. So that sort of fulfills the requirement of us making an impact on the game. And you know, I don't know. We don't know who we were playing with. It was a bunch of randoms and stuff. But when I was watching these videos back, it reminded me of what it was like to play this game. And you hear a lot of people complaining about Ghost, which I think is totally absurd. Like, if you asked me a month ago, or you told me a month ago that what everyone would be bitching about is friggin' UAV Jammer, I would have laughed in your face, because it's been around since the beginning, and it's like a mainstay perk that no one's ever had a problem with. But now I guess we've gotten so far down the list on things that we hate. We're gonna start complaining about Ghost. But like, this is the first party I ran into. I think maybe 4 out of 6 people are running Ghost, and that makes for a difficult time because I rely heavily on the UAV when it's up, and these guys kept popping at it everywhere. But that's besides the point.
Well, it does bring up my point that I made many times, that the spawning in TDM is a fucking joke.
Yeah, well, and that's more or less what I use it for. Like, I don't sit there and, like, when I have a Blackbird up, like, I'm constantly staring at the radar, because you know exactly where they're gonna be. But I just, like, I use quick glances at the radar to, you know, figure out if the spawn's flipped or not. And when 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6 people are running Ghost, it doesn't really give you a clear idea. And I think if I remember correctly, one of the people that wasn't wearing Ghost was actually, like, AFK for a little while, so he was even less help from our point of view. And one quick thing I want to point out while you guys are watching this, my gameplay is in the bottom right. If you watch as I run around, when I throw my tactical grenades, I finally got Tactical Mask Pro, and you can sort of see some of the effects of it. The hit marker, when it pops up when I get somebody, it has a yellow marker sort of showing me what angle the flashbang hit the person from, as well as them showing up on the radar. So that's, I mean, it's kind of worth it to go for Tactical Mask Pro, even though it took me the better part of 40 levels to get it. A lot of people don't know how useful it actually is, so take that one. That's a free tip.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. You know, I'm sitting here watching, I'm like, you know, what the hell is that going on? And he explained it to me. It's like, that's actually pretty helpful, because, you know, in all your first-person shooters, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, you threw in a flash or something, and you got the hit marker to let you know, okay, there's a guy in there. Well, you have no idea who he was. You know, like, one of the most infamous spots I had a problem with was the cave on Creek in Call of Duty 4. Yeah. You had no fucking clue where this guy was when you threw a flash grenade. You're like, okay, there's someone in there.
And
helpful.
in a game where like 2 or 3 bullets can kill you, someone's spraying wildly when they see like your outline wander in. You need to know exactly where they are when they're flashed. Like it doesn't really help. You know, unless you know exactly where they are. And at that point, it's like, do I even need to flash them? But instead of rambling on about, you know, random perk rants and other stuff like that, we had a few things that we wanted to talk about. And one of the things is, I want to know what everyone's KDR goal. Like, I know people don't like to focus on, you know, KDR, and it gets a bad rep from people hiding in corners saying I don't want to die too much because my KDR is going to go down. But it is a good way to judge, you know, skill and overall skill in a game. And I've set a personal goal of 2.0. That's all I want is 2 kills for every death. And I'm not there yet. I'm hovering around 1.8 to 1.9, but it's going up. I've started to chill out there. And sort of modify my play style to stay in the game, but stop taking unnecessary deaths.
Yeah, mine same goal. I'd love to get to 2, and Fake Throw and I were talking about this when Black Ops was about to come out. You know, like the day or 2 leading up to the release, he said, you know, what do you think about KDR? And for the most part, I've never cared about it, but I would like it to be hovering, if not right at like a minimum point, just so you know, like so it further reflects, or more accurately reflects, my level of play. And unfortunately, when this first came out, I sucked. Like the first 2 or 3 days this game came out, I did terrible. So
it was like rage mode.
Oh yeah, and we were playing team deathmatch because I just wanted to focus, and like, you know, I wasn't camping or anything. I was just taking my time, going from spot to spot, going real slow, and the spawns were just completely annihilating me. And I could not adjust. I'll put partial blame on the spawns, and I'll put the rest on myself. I could not make an adjustment to save my life. I was able to turn that around, though, so, like, my focus, I think, is, my focus is to get to 2.0 KDR. Again, I'd be very happy with that. 2 for 1 is awesome. And it is going up. I was at, like, 1.4 not too long ago, and I finally got into a groove where I'm just constantly going positive, and it's gone to, like, I think I'm at 1.48 now. So it's climbing, but it's going to be a very slow, hard climb, because once you get up into the thousands of kills, you know, you're going to be plugging away at it for a long time to make that big, you know, that differential.
Yeah. But I think everyone should hold themselves to some sort of a standard. It doesn't have to be a 2.0 standard, and if you want, it could be a 3 or it could be a 4. Do whatever you want, but try and, like, you know, have a goal so you're not playing aimlessly. And to take that a little bit further, try and have a goal for every single game. You know, they keep track of bomb plants and flag caps and stuff like that, so, you know, you can sort of balance it out. And I've noticed the YouTube community has started to really focus on that more, like at the end of a domination or demolition game. The stats will be listed, but then they'll be, you'll also say, yeah, I got this many flags and this many bomb plants or diffuses. So it sort of helps track people and let you know how much you're actually contributing to the team. But, you know, set yourself some goals and see if you can get them. The last thing I think we're going to talk about, which hopefully you guys can help us with, is we are in desperate need of an intro. We made an intro back for Modern Warfare 2. It was fun, it was neat, but I want one of those cool special effects ones that people make in, like, Adobe After Effects or something. And I had After Effects for a 30-day trial. I tried to learn it. I tried to even follow step-by-step tutorials on YouTube, and I just couldn't do it. I kept running into these crazy problems. So if anybody out there is any good with sort of like graphic design or Adobe After Effects or something, wants to make us an intro, we would be more than happy to give you a shout out, whatever you want, if you made us one.
Yeah, feature gameplay. I mean, we're willing to barter on that. If you guys want your own special gameplay featured on here with a single commentary, dual commentary, do your own commentary, whatever, we would greatly appreciate some help on a badass intro.
Yeah, the only thing, I mean, obviously we're not going to pay. I think that's the only stipulation. I paid a lot of money for all the equipment that I can sort of justify isn't just for commentating, but I'm not going to go and take money out of my wallet to do an intro for some Call of Duty stuff. So send us a message, make a comment. If you know somebody who knows somebody, put us in touch. Like, anything you guys can do would be awesome. But as you can see, the game's wrapped up. We barely squeaked a win out, 7,500 to 7,100. Snoo went 32-12. I went 28-5. That's 80% of the kills, and that's pretty much it. So we appreciate you guys once again, all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, everybody. Thanks for watching our videos through 21 Days of Black Ops. It was definitely an experience, and we're gonna put together a few new series and get at you with more regular epic beast gameplay. So